Yo, on life, with all them bandages that Loki got, I Loki think that he probably got like the 6 eyes or the Byakugan with that Bane-ass backstory.
While you really adopted the dark, I was born in it.
Pack your shit. This dude look evil AF. You see them eyes? 666. You know what it is. I finally got me a legit mic, something that actually work or something, man. So, you know, YouTube wise, you know, we'll do a little official. I'm an official YouTuber now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I still broke. I ain't making no bread or nothing and all that, but like, you know. They really did Loki dirty in this chapter. The mother really saw him, gave birth to him, and decided to pack him up in the same chapter. I don't ever want to give birth to a kid again, as she threw him off. Nasty work. And of course, we finally see how Harold actually changed a whole new leaf. You know, because of a beach. You know, like beach, Pebble Beach, Sandy Beach. Like beach, like, you know, a beach. Beach. But yes, if you want to support the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join the notification. Dang. Nah, pushing the kid over is actually crazy, especially because his eyes is different. Like, I genuinely don't actually care if you look like Elise Neal in her prime. You could have the morality of Mary, mother of Joseph. You still gonna catch a hot one. Loki's backstory, low-key kind of sad. But one thing I do want to talk about is he actually stronger than Kaido and Big Mom? Let's talk about that. Now, due to the natural progression of the story, every time we go to like a subsequent arc, allies and antagonists are always stronger than the antagonists and the allies of the preceding arc. So for reasons like that, we're gonna take that out of the equation. Now, he definitely has Conqueror's Haki. This guy was ready to square up against the Holy Knights. Plus, in order to fight Shanks, you're gonna need Conqueror's Haki. And considering Shanks actually had to fight him to become a Yonko, I will go with the massive assumption that Loki was Yonko level at that point, because the formula as of right now is become a Yonko by defeating a Yonko. I mean, Luffy and Kid-in-Law, Kid-in-Law, we gonna take him out. But Luffy defeated the Yonko, ergo he became a Yonko. Now, to fight the Holy Knights, you definitely need Conqueror's Haki, but it has to be applied in a unique way. As of right now, we're still unaware of the way it needs to be applied, but it needs to be applied in a different way nonetheless. Not gonna lie to you, I'm still kind of getting used to actually talking without a handheld mic or a tiny mic. Yeah. Now, there is massive controversy over how Big Mom and Kaido were taken down. Now, I can see Kaido because this guy literally, after he got shanked 9 times, he literally ran the fade until the end. I'm pretty sure this guy fought for over 50 episodes, whether that was just the Scabbards, Roof Piece, Yamato, Luffy multiple times, to the point where he fought Luffy in his awakened state, and it even took Luffy a bit of work to finally put him down. Bro had to get a whole gigantic fist and knock the taste out of his mouth for him to finally get knocked out. So I guess with that, you only got so much energy and eventually you will get cooked. Big Mom, Kid has Haki, Conqueror's Haki. Law ain't got no Conqueror's Haki, but the Awakening was actually able to save them enough. Now, whether you agree with how she was taken out or not isn't really the point. I guess it kind of comes down to strategy, but that's still subject to opinion or yeah. We're not even gonna sit there and talk about the potential of Kid, because whatever potential he had that was actually set up right before the Great Separation literally was poured down the drain the moment he pulled up on Shanks. And the worst part about it is that Shanks actually gave him an opportunity to bounce, but he was like, nah, I'm trying to scrap with Redhead. Like, I'm like that. And well, that didn't really go down too tough. I would argue that Loki's definitely stronger just due to the natural progression of the story. Plus, he has an advanced application of Conqueror's Haki, one that I don't think Big Mom or Kaido know how to use. Because I will go with the assumption that the Holy Knights, especially Shamrock, and I talk more about Shamrock as opposed to his underlings, he's definitely stronger than Kaido and Big Mom. I think we can all agree on that. But either way, that backstory was actually sad. Like, it didn't get me my feels or nothing, but getting pushed off the edge by your own moms, yeah, that's rough, man. It's kind of rough. So we finally understand why Harold actually changed his view, opinion, personality, because this guy was literally on demon time. Guy was out here just switching music in everybody. The Sun and Loki were doing that joint. Clearly the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Sue me. So Harold actually meets his first wife, who gave birth to hydrogen. Shut up, I don't want to hear it. The reason why they couldn't get married was that she wasn't of royal blood. Well, his intent in meeting her was him actually saving her, but it turns out the circus that she was working for actually helped her out. They saved her from starvation and basically death, or potential death. Now, he couldn't get married to the first wife, but I ain't gonna lie to you, they set him up with a baddie. Like, she was nice. Like, Sanaa Lathan, Elise, Neil, Lisa Ray. The sense of morality in this lady's soul should probably be studied, because you literally took one gaze into this dude's eyes and you tried to pack him up. Like, that's just sad. I'll keep it a buck with you. It turns out Harold actually wanted Elbath to be free. He wanted them to learn different cultures from different people, and he wanted Elbath to basically advance as like a civilization in order for them to be free. Now, anytime there's any sort of hint or theme in regards to freedom, Emu don't like that, which is why he trying to run the fade with Luffy, despite the fact that they don't know each other, or one doesn't know of the other's existence, but yet it's the final arc. So my guess is that Loki got framed. Obviously, he clearly didn't kill his pops, but there's something contingent on him actually speaking the truth. So if he speaks the truth, it's basically game over. But it was definitely Emu who pulled up. Either Emu or the Celestial Dragons in one way, shape, or form. But I'm genuinely curious to see how things actually played out and what has stopped Loki from actually speaking. Because he could have sat there and told anybody and everybody. And then also, Gaban, Shanks, y'all knew what was going on, and y'all know that he's been locked up for a minute. So at this point, why didn't y'all say nothing? Especially if you sense the disturbing type of hockey that day. But, you know, if he did and it was resolved, there wouldn't really be much of a story. But yeah, we're on break next week, so expect another video. Back at school next week too, so it might be one video during the week. I'll see how things go. Still in the early parts of the semester. Right now, I'm a free artist right now, but there's that. But yeah, what did you guys think? Did you like this chapter? Did you not like this chapter? Where'd you think the story's going next? Either way, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace!